What's up everyone, welcome back to Civilized Sabers, and today I'm going over an order for John. So John not only ordered this beautiful quad star in our trans-white blade tube, he also ordered this hilt, the Coruscant Elite Magnate. So this hilt we put up for sale about 5 months ago at this point, and John was the one to order this. This is one of 2 hilts that we put up for sale. And we do have 2 more hilts of this style going up for sale, hopefully by summer. If not by summer, it'll be definitely by the end of summer. So if you want to find out more about this hilt, I suggest watching this video up here, or I'm going to leave it in the description below, so that way you guys can watch the full review of this hilt and what's the soundboard inside of it and everything. But this video, I'm not going to talk about the hilt. Well, I am going to talk about the hilt actually. I'm not really going to show off the blade, but of course the blade is going to be shown off in this video. This video is more about the sound fonts that I put inside of this hilt. There is a total of 25 different sound fonts from people such as KSith, KyberPhonic, Greyscale, and even some of our own sound fonts that we will be putting up for sale shortly after this video goes live. So we actually have a total of 4 of our own sound fonts in this hilt, and all of those will be going up for sale, like I said. So we're going to go through each and every one of the sound fonts in here, give it a listen, check out the hum of it, the swings, the blaster bolts, the clash, lockup, everything about each sound font that we have. Before going into that, let me just tell you guys how we set up the sound fonts on this hilt. So the first 9 sound fonts on here are a specific lightsaber sound from each movie. So we got episode 1 all the way up to episode 9. And next up we have a few Greyscale fonts. These are fonts that our customer John really wanted on his Saber, so we got those fonts and put them on here for him. We'll be showing those off, and then after those Greyscale fonts, there are a few fun ones mixed in there, like a couple of ours. So let's go through the entire list, starting with episode 1 and KSith's Quay's Gone. Here we go.
Credits will define.
This is a great sounding sound font. This is from Qui-Gon's own lightsaber from episode 1. Really nice sounding. Love the swing on this and the hum. Awesome sound font. So now let's go to sound font number 2.
Sound menu.
You underestimate my power!
So sound font number 2 is actually one of our own. It's called Ultimate Anakin.
I had everything under control.
And like I said before, all of our sound fonts that are on this Saber will be put up for sale on our website shortly after this video goes live, or maybe even before this video goes live. Now, next up from our sound font list is from episode 3, The Chosen One.
Anakin Skywalker.
So that's 2 Anakin sound fonts in a row, but let's listen to this one. Nice. The previous sound font was from KSith called The Chosen One. Now the fourth one on our list is KyberPhonic's Anakin Graflex.
Sound menu. What is it? Anakin's. What is it?
And here we go. I love this blue. Wow. So this is the original lightsaber sound from the first ever Star Wars movie.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
So that right there where you saw was the force effect of the Golden Harvest V3. On other sabers it would be voice tracks or whatever. So on this one we have tracks put in like
Obi-Wan
this.
Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Put in there, which is really cool. Let's get some clashes in there. Blasters. And of course, lockup. Ah! Just cut off my own hand. So now we're on number 5 of this list. We still have 20 more sound fonts to go. And this one is KyberPhonic's Empire Strikes Back Graflex.
Sound menu.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. Discover your power. Now, release your anger. Only your hatred can destroy me. We've only begun to discover your power.
I love the Darth Vader quotes that they use in this one.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker. Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
Wow, that flash is bright on this ride. Now moving on to number 6, which is KyberPhonic's The Return.
Sound menu.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me.
Love the R2-D2 screen. R2-D2. Got a bunch of R2-D2 screams and stuff in here. Love that. Blasters sound great. Nice clash. Man, these lockups are super bright. They're hurting my eyes, actually. It's another great sounding one from The Return of the Jedi. And now moving on to the Disney Star Wars trilogy with the 7th sound font. And this one is from KyberPhonic, and it is called the Force Awakens Graflex.
Sound menu.
I'm never touching that thing again.
And there's Rey's voice line. Sounds really good. Very loud. Now let's move on to episode 8, also the 8th one on our list, which is from KSith, and it is called the Halflex. That's a hilarious name, since this is the movie that the Graflex got cut in half towards the end of it, or more of kind of ripped in half. I don't really remember this movie that much. My least favorite one out of all of the Star Wars movies. But let's give this sound font a listen to.
Sound menu.
Young Rey.
Before I turn this on, I just realized that most of the sound fonts that I've shown so far are from the Graflex. So we have episode 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now 8. That's a total of 6 sound fonts that are just based off of the Graflex. And all of them sound different. That's kind of insane to me. But let's turn on this 8th sound font. This one's a lot more tinnier than the other Graflex sound fonts. Nice sounding one. And let's move on to episode 9. And for the 9th one, we have KSith's Final Steps.
Sound menu.
Final steps.
Alright. Oh. The hum on this is a lot different than the other ones. Nice and bassy sound font, alright. The force effect is music. And see this lockup. So far, all the lockups sound very similar. This is a pretty interesting sounding one. I do quite like this. It's my first time hearing this exact lightsaber font. It's nice. And now we're moving on from the movie sound fonts to the Greyscale sound fonts. So first up we have Greyscale's Crispity V2. Now I heard this one on Greyscale's website. I looked at all of the sound fonts he had and listened to this one, and this has a very deep bass sound to it. So I'm excited to hear what this sounds like on this saber. Let's give a listen to Crispity.
Sound menu. Crispity. Crispity.
Wow. Okay, I like this. It almost sounds like a pod racer going by. With like a lightsaber hum behind there, I like that. Really nice blaster sound. Clash is weird. There is no force effect on this. And let's hear this lockup. Nice. Now let's move on to the second Greyscale sound font, which is called Engine Grip.
Sound menu. Crispity.
Ooh. This is a speeder. Sounds like one of those speeders that you'll find on Coruscant or something. That is the swing of it. The hum almost sounds like a storm-ish. Like a thunderstorm, heavy rain. Might be an idol of a speeder. Cool blaster effects. Let's see. Not really into that force effect. Sounds like the clashes sound like it's you're hammering metal. Let's hear this lockup. That's weird. Really cool sound font, actually. I like it. Let's move on to the next Greyscale. So next up, which is number 12 on our list, is Ra.
Sound menu.
Okay. That was hilarious. Wait, let's listen to that again.
Sound menu.
I love that. All right. Ooh. That turn on was slow. I love that. This sounds really throaty. I love the deep sound of this. Swing is okay. It's very quiet, the swing. I wonder if that must be like a setting on the Saber, if I could turn that up. Oh man, I love the blasters. The hum on this is amazing. Blast is cool. No force effect sound. Wow, that hum. And let's hear this lockup. The lockup turned off the hum to it, but it's still pretty cool. Wow, man, that's bright. Ow, my eyes. Oh. I'm gonna turn blind one of these days looking at these brake blades tonight. Whew. That actually hurts. Alright. Let's move on to the next Greyscale. So now we have Greyscale's Protostar.
Sound menu.
Okay. Nice. That hum is weird. There's like a background noise that's kind of going up in the notes, like up one octave, down another octave, and keeps going like a sine wave almost. Oh! That swing is great. Very deep. like that. Blasters sound like almost like a little kid blaster. Ow. My eye. Okay. Nice flash. No force effect, that is super bright. And let's hear this lockup. Nope, nice. Ooh, and that lockup went away. That was a beautiful sound. Let's move on to the next. I just threw on some sunglasses because my eyes are starting to hurt looking at this blade for a very long time. One bad thing about making these blades is that since they're super bright, you don't want to stare at them for a very prolonged time. And we see these blades a lot, and we see them not even diffused. So this is diffused. When they're not diffused, you should not even look at them. These LEDs are class 2 lasers. They're gonna burn your eyes. But anyways, let's get on to the next one, which is called the Mercenary.
Sound menu. Mercenary.
Wow, I love the slow ignitions. Really cool. The hum on this is interesting. I've never heard of a hum like this. I like it. Swing, wow. Great swing on this. Almost sounds robotic. It's like a robotic part to it. Nice blasters. Wow. The force effect's not going on. There we go. There's no force effect. Oh, that was a weird thing. The note of this hum is going up and down just like the last one. Really cool. And let's get a listen to the lockup. The hum went away again. Really loud lockup. Like that. Nice turn off feature. Now we're on to the second of the last Greyscale sound fonts that we have, and this one is called Binary Dark.
Sound menu.
Binary.
Awesome. Really love that slow turn on. This orange is this orange? Yeah, this orange is nice. Ooh, nice deep hum. Almost sounds like another pod racer. There's like a certain way that I swing it, and I'm hearing like one of those pod racer things to it. It's really nice. Let's get a blaster. Nice blasters. I love the purple on top of this orange. Gold almost. That's nice. One thing about this specific sound font that there is two versions of these. So this is the Binary Dark. There's also a Binary Light, and I love that purple flash. So John wanted the Binary Dark, so we got the Binary Dark. I'm not entirely too sure on how the Binary Light sounds, but I'll give that a listen later on. So let's continue going through this. Flash is great, and let's get that lockup. I noticed with some of these grayscales that when you do the lockup, the hum underneath the lightsaber goes away. It's pretty cool. I like that. Nice and bright. It's got a force effect. That sounds nice. Pretty cool. And let's move on to the last grayscale. So this last grayscale is called Coda.
Sound menu.
Whoa, wait a minute, whoa. Let me redo that. Wait. That was awesome. I love the way that the lightsaber like turned on with a white kind of flash, and it was like purple to pink to red. That was amazing. Let's give that let's see that again. Wait. Look at that. That is cool. It goes from indigo to like more purple, then pink, and then more red, and now finally red. And oh wow, this has a blade effect on top of it. So I usually have all of our lightsabers on Golden Harvest Classic 1, which is just a stable blade. There's no flicker to this, and it's still on that classic one, but it has this really cool flicker to it. Oh, wow, it looks actually like a real lightsaber. The only reason why I keep it on the stable one is because the other blade effects, they don't look like real lightsabers. They have some type of weird flicker to it. This looks great. Ooh, blasters are nice. The swing is quiet, but I like it. Nice flash. No force effects. Let's hear this lockup. Nice. This one is a lot quieter than the other grayscale ones, but I really love that ignition, and I also love this flicker that it has to it. Let's see if this has a different turn off when I'm facing it down. I like that. And now we're moving on to some of the extra sound fonts that we included for our customer John. And the first one is KSith's The Chosen One Villain. Now we heard The Chosen One before with the third sound font, and this is just the villain version of that.
Sound menu.
Darth Vader.
Oh, it had the same exact turn on. It was a little bit faster, and it has that same rotoscoping flicker effect to it. Love that. Classic lightsaber sound behind it. Love that. Oh yeah, that sounds great. Classic blaster effects. Weird force effect. That was weird. Flash is great. Let's hear this lockup. Nice. Sounds great. So I just looked at the list that we have here, and this three like kind of series of sound fonts that we have are Darth Vader specific sound fonts. This one is from KSith, and it is called Rogue Vader. So I'm guessing this is Darth Vader's sound from Rogue One.
Sound menu.
Lord Vader. Darth. Lord Vader.
Menacing turn on. Ooh. I love the sub notes on the swing. Very deep. Behind the blasters, for a few of them, it sounded like someone screaming. Nice flash. weird force effect. Let's hear this lockup. Nice lockup. Nice sounding Darth Vader blade effect. Let's see if it has a special turn off. That turn off almost sounded like Grievous, so that was weird. Let's move on to the next one, which is called the Father. So moving on to the next sound font, this is KyberPhonic's The Father.
Sound menu.
Still has that classic lightsaber hum and swing to it. Let's see if the blasters are different. Blasters are loud, wow. Like that. Clash. Cool clash. Let's see if it has a really awesome force effect.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Okay. So we got Darth Vader quotes.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
The classic Darth Vader line.
Give yourself to the dark side. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Don't make me destroy you. You don't know the power of the dark side. Don't make me destroy you.
So it's got classic Darth Vader quotes on here. Love that. And let's give a listen to this lockup. Ooh, this lockup's loud. I like that. This is my favorite of the three Darth Vader sound fonts. Love this one. Now we're on sound font number 20. So if you guys stayed this long in this video, please force push that like button and also hit subscribe so you can see a lot more content about our company. We make the brightest lightsaber blades ever, and we're moving into selling hilts fully customized. We're working on a few hilts right now. We got a Graflex that we're fixing. We're going to be doing a Luke. We're going to be making my own lightsaber. Then we have a lot of other lightsabers that we're going to be working on, as well as making these bright blades. So thank you guys for sticking around this far, and we got 5 more sound fonts after this one, which is a Mace Windu based sound font. So this sound font comes from KSith, and this is just called the Mace.
Sound menu.
Master Windu.
Now, we gotta go purple for this one. We can't just have this as red. No, that's not it. That's not right. We picked purple. This is their only color that you should use with this sound font. It's Mace Windu, one of the most powerful Jedi of all time. So let's give this sound font a listen to. Nice. Still a classic lightsaber sounding sound font. Love the hum and the swings. Pretty nice sounding. Blasters. Sounds like droid blasters, like that. Clash. Let's give this a lock up a sound. Sounds nice. And of course, we gotta try out the force effects. I'm expecting to hear Mace Windu lines, so let's give this a listen.
He's too dangerous to be left alive.
Yep, just like I expected. Samuel L. Jackson.
The Senate will decide your fate.
Those are not lines.
The oppression of the Sith will never return.
Like
You
that.
have lost.
Another one.
I am going to end this once and for all. You are under arrest, my lord.
So this is all, seems like all the quotes that he has said when he was going to take down Emperor Palpatine and unfortunately passed away.
The Senate will decide your fate.
Great
oppression
song.
of the Sith will never return.
Love Mace Windu. This is a great sound font. Let's see if there's a special turn-off on this. And there wasn't. Alright, let's move on to the next one, which is 21. And here we go. This is another one of our own sound fonts called the Aqua Force. Let's give this a listen to. This is my first time ever listening to this one specifically. I've only heard about 3 of them, so this is actually the only one I didn't hear yet. So this is gonna be my first reaction to this.
Sound menu.
Ooh. That hum is interesting. Oh, we're underwater. That's cool. I'm guessing this is supposed to sound like a lightsaber underwater. I love that. You can hear the bubbling of the water. That's really cool. This lockup is really weird. I like that. Let's see if we have any force effects to this one. Sounds like something going on underwater. I like that. This is cool. Very interesting. I like it though. Wow, okay. Any special turn-off? That's a nice one. And let's move on to the next. And next up we have KSith's A New Hope training. This is from, of course, The New Hope, and this is where Luke is training with the like training bot that they have. So let's give this one a listen to.
Sound menu.
Let's go to blue. Oh, that color change has a different sound to it. I like that. Let's go to, yeah, that's it. Alright, sounds like the classic lightsaber swing. But yeah, this definitely is the training robot that we see on the Millennium Falcon. Let's see, clash. Okay, lockup. Cool lockup. Any force effect?
Look, good against remotes is one thing. Good against the living, that's something else.
Cool Han Solo line.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them.
Alec Guinness.
Kid, I've flown from one side of this galaxy to the other. I've seen a lot of strange stuff, but I've never seen anything to make me believe there's one all-powerful force controlling everything. There's no mystical energy field controls my destiny.
Another Han Solo.
Kid, I've flown from one side of this galaxy to the other. I've seen a lot of strange stuff, but I've never seen...
I love the force effects that are just quotes from the movie. It's great. Another great sounding one. And now we have 3 more sound fonts to go. And the last one is another one of ours. And so we also have 1 more of ours to go. So let's give these a listen to. So the last one from a different company is KyberPhonic's Project Stardust. Let's give this one a listen to. And after this is just 2 of our own. Slow turn on, love that. Weird sound effect, weird swing, like it though. Classic blasters. Cool flash. Ooh, that was a high pitched sound in there. lockup is very quiet, almost sounds like the hum, but there's a little bit in there. And now let's give Force effects to listen to. Doesn't seem like there's any Force effect, actually. Okay. Another great sounding sound font, but the last two on this list are from us, so let's give those a listen to right now. So first up, we have X-Wing.
Sound menu.
All flights command your station.
Nice low turn on. We got the X-Wing flying, just like stabilized flight sound. Oh, the swing is great. Sounds like the X-Wings are just flying right past me right now. This is a cool sound file, I like this. X-Wing blasters. Okay, that's a cool class. Let's listen to the lockup here. Oh. Interesting lockup. Okay. Oh, what's happening? What? Oh, was that the lock-on from the X-Wing? Okay, I like that. That's cool.
I'm on it. Going in. Cover me, Porkins.
Yeah, that was the lock-on from the X-Wing. Okay. And let's give a listen to the Force effect. Oh, beautiful R2. Gotta love R2. The best quotes from R2-D2. Oh, gotta love that. I love this sound file. This is very creative. I love this. This is my first time hearing this one. Wow. I love the X-Wings sound for going by. The X, oh, I just love this one. That's great. But the last one we have on here is my favorite sound font that we offer, and it's called Power. It has everything to do with power, and you guys will see that soon. So let's go and listen to this one.
Sound menu.
It has that same turn on that I like, but even faster. I love the flicker on this. Has like an electric sounding swing to it. That's great. Nice blasters. Flash is great. Let's give a lockup to listen to. Great lockup there. And this is what, and now this is why I'm talking about everything about this has to do with power, and that is the Force effect. So let's listen to these. I'm hoping, there's one I'm hoping will be the first one, and it's, let's see if we get that. So that wasn't the one I wanted first, but as you can tell, this is everything to do with power quotes from the movies. And that was Emperor Palpatine shocking Mace Windu with the Force lightning and saying unlimited power. So let's listen to some more of these.
The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
That was closer to the one I wanted.
In the Emperor has foreseen.
Closer. Let's see if this next one is it.
Those little skills are no match for the power of the dark side.
Not it. That was Emperor Palpatine again. No. Let's see if we can get it. Come on.
Oh, you will experience the full power of the dark side.
Not it.
You have that power too.
Luke there, okay.
My ally is Force, and a powerful ally it is.
Good old Master Yoda. Nope. Come on. We're gonna get it one of these times.
My ally is Force, and a powerful ally.
Already listened to that one.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
There it is. That's close.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2 times in a row we got that one. There's still one more in here that we haven't gotten.
You have that power too.
Indeed you are. I've become more powerful than any Jedi.
Your hate has made you powerful.
I've become more powerful than any. Show me again.
My ally is Force.
You underestimate my power.
Your power is a weak old man. You have that power too.
My powers have doubled since the last time we met.
Your power is a weak old man. You have that power too.
Don't know the power of the dark side.
And there it was. Man, that took a long time trying to find that one. But that is all the sound fonts we have in this beautiful Coruscant Elite Magnate lightsaber hilt. And John, if you're watching this, I hope you enjoy this hilt and enjoy all the sound fonts we included for you. I love all of these. These are really great sound fonts. This being, of course, my favorite. Sounds amazing. Yeah. And this does have a special turn-off feature, actually.
Do not worry. I'm not going to kill you. I have other uses for you.
Really love that special turn-off. But yeah, like I was saying, John, if you're watching this video, I hope you enjoy your super bright lightsaber blade and this awesome hilt with all these sound fonts on here. And like I was saying earlier, all of the sound fonts that we have made that are in this hilt will be going up will be going up on our website as soon as this video goes live, maybe even before then. So you guys could get your hands on this Power one or the X-Wing one or the Anakin one. All of them will be put up on our website, and we'll be creating even more sound fonts. I just learned how to make sound fonts not too long ago when I started working on putting these sound fonts into this hilt. I figured out how to do it, and so maybe I'll give a chance at making my own, seeing how that sounds. One thing I really want to do is make a Mod Podge of a bunch of different sound fonts. So the hum from one, a swing from another, blasters from another, lock up from another. Just take all those, put it into one really awesome sound font. So if you guys want to see that, please comment below and I'll try to make that happen. But if you guys really enjoy this video, please hit that like button. That means a lot to us. It's going to help our channel grow. We really want to make this channel become monetized so that way we could make some awesome new products. We love prototyping here. We love making stuff. So that would help us out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video.